If you consider to purchase a Fendi First bag, watch this video first. Hi and very welcome! My name is Mary, this is my channel LuMi Level Up, and I'm a luxury lover on an average income trying to be more mindful with my money. I honestly don't want to film this video. Why? Because that means the time with the Fendi First is going to an end for me. If you are on my channel for the first time, let me tell you, I did not purchase this Fendi bag. I did just rent it with Fobe, which is a German provider for luxury brand renting, a kind of sharing platform where you can take a subscription and then every 2 months you get another bag that you can wear, try it out, send it back, and don't spend the big bucks on a luxury bag purchase, but you just rent it and see how you like it. If this whole concept gets you curious, I do have an entire review video, and if I got you curious to the point that you even consider to get your own Fobe bag subscription, code LuMi will get you 60 euro off your first month of subscription. I shared a lot of pros of bag renting, because this is already the third bag that I did get. The first 2 bags, which were a Fendi baguette and the Bottega sardine, which I still have with me, they ended up not working out that well for me. And with this Fendi First, which is the small size, I jumped onto my bag decision quite impulsively. I did not do a whole lot of research before, because I didn't spend the money and it's not that bad if you make a bad decision. But surprisingly, the 2 bags I picked with putting at least some thought into worked out less well for me than this Fendi First Clutch did. But I'm going to talk you through all the details, so this is my in-depth, honest review of the Fendi First bag, which, as you see it here right now, works mainly as a clutch. You can hold it either on this end, you can hold it on this end. I think I have to make some room for you to show you some mod shots. Obviously, you can tuck it under your arm as well, and you do not always have to carry it handheld. It does come with a shoulder strap as well. And from my first impression, I thought that I probably will not enjoy the shoulder strap that much, because it is quite thin, and if we are honest, at least in my opinion, I think the bag looks the greatest when it is handheld, because it's just such a special design. I thought that I possibly would not enjoy that strap that much, but turned out, yes, I think it looks better handheld, but this strap makes the bag way more practical, and it is adjustable in length and makes the bag look quite cute as a crossbody bag as well. So first pleasant surprise here, I actually did enjoy the strap, and most of the times I did wear the bag with the strap on. I filmed a little what fits scene for you as well, where I show you that there were times when I wore the bag as a clutch, but I had the strap inside of the bag in case I would want to switch it up and be more hands-free, carefree. And what I discovered later on, when I did so, I took the strap completely off and put it on the bottom of the bag, but actually you could just leave it on the little hooks and tuck it inside and it still would not take up that much room. Because when we are talking about capacity, even though Fendi labels this as the small Fendi First, I don't think it's that small of a bag. It has quite a nice width to it, so let me tell you the measurements right away. Ooh. It has a width, so the bottom, of 26 centimeters, a height of 18 centimeters, and a depth of 9.5. Obviously, it's interestingly shaped, so you have to see how your items fit, but we will see that in a little what fits scene, and I think I'll just play it right now, because then we have that out of the way right away. So let's check out what the Fendi First in the small size does fit. The bag does have quite a wide bottom for a clutch bag, as well as wide sides, but obviously it is a very interesting shape, so you might have to play around a little bit with the bag. It opens by pushing this button, and then it shows its beautiful Fendi Zucca interior. Interesting to note as well, these little hooks for the shoulder strap, they can get in your way when you want to get in and out of the bag. So if you want to have no hassle at all with them, you can just fold them up whilst you're getting your things in and out of the bag. In summertime, I wanted to take sunglasses with me. So I had a Fendi case because I thought Fendi matches the bag. But here we had the first little struggle. I could squeeze them in, but it's not that easy to get in and out. And if I put the sunglasses inside of the bag, we do not have that much capacity left. I do have an old iPhone SE with me here because I'm filming on my iPhone 14 right now, but my iPhone 14 does fit as well. With the sunglasses case, we could not fit a regular wallet, but a card holder does fit. Let's see if I could take a key pouch with me as well. Yes, and additional car keys. And maybe a lipstick. Let's see if the bag still does close. Oh, it would, if we would not have forgotten to put the little hooks down again. So yes, the bag does close. You see, it does bulk out a little bit, so you have to be careful because this is a soft nappa leather that you don't put items inside of the bag in a weird direction. This was my car key that showed. Even though the sunglass case does fit, I would not necessarily recommend to take it with you because it is a super tight fit and I have a hard time to get it out again. So what I did instead of taking a full-size sunglasses case was going for a small pouchy thingy that takes up less space. I put my sunglasses in and then it slides in easy and leaves some more room. So let's switch things up a little bit and let's see if a Louis Vuitton zippy wallet would fit. And indeed it does, and we can put the same items. Let's add a pen, for example. Let's see, can we fit even the compact in this variation? Yes, we can. The bag does close. And what I forgot to show you, obviously, well, not sure if it's obvious, but to me the bag looks the best being handheld as a clutch, but sometimes having a shoulder strap with you can be quite practical. So there were occasions when I wore the bag as intended as a clutch, but I wanted to have the option to switch into the strap, so I rolled it up and put it on the bottom of the bag, which obviously does fit and it does not take away from the capacity. We still can fit all the same things and we wouldn't need a wallet and a card holder. So let's just close it like that. Yep, it does close. And I personally never took a compact wallet with me when using this bag. I went for a card holder, and then you have some more wiggle room left inside of that bag and it beautifully closes. Everything you saw that does fit into the bag actually are my essentials, everything I would need for most occasions. Obviously, sometimes you need a bigger bag, it would not work for work, but just going out, going for dinner, small running errand trips. I wore it for a wedding once, so it fits the essentials that you need to have everything you need in a bag, and therefore, even it is the small Fendi First, I think it holds quite a lot, and capacity-wise it absolutely works fine for me. We already talked about the shoulder strap, and I quickly want to show you the mechanism up close, because when I first got that bag I thought I have to push, I have to press. I was not entirely sure how to get the hooks up. Once you know, it's very obvious, and now I do not even think about it. I carefully have to check out how I can get those thingies up so that I could use the shoulder strap. I'm a little bit worried that I might break something. Okay, once again, I'm not that well informed, and I guess I have to watch a YouTube video first how to do it so that I can get the strap to use. Probably it's just pushing, but I don't want to push because this is an expensive, nice bag. Let me demonstrate that to you really quick. You just push it up a tiny bit and then you can turn it, and as soon as you got to the right spot, it stays in that place. You push it up just a little bit and then it's ready to turn. It locks, so it does not wiggle around, and if you don't want to use the strap anymore, you just push again and can turn it. I don't have to say a lot of bad things about this bag. One of the tiny cons I did discover is detaching the strap. So it's quite easy to put it on because you just push and with some pressure it hooks in. But when you want to get it off again, it's a little bit of playing around. You see, it did not work with first try, but to me personally, that's nothing to be concerned about. Just make up your mind if you want to use it with a strap or as a clutch, or if you don't want to play around with it, just leave the strap on and don't pack your bag that full so that you can put it inside of the bag with the strap on. That's one con, and I think there is just one other con that I discovered whilst wearing. Sometimes I did not have the easiest time in opening the bag, because, well, of course, now that I want to show you everything is easy and smooth, you press the button and then it opens up. And sometimes I didn't get it right and it took me a little play around to get it open, but it's not dramatic. It closes very easily. So that's that. And the struggle with opening just happened when I wore it as a handheld clutch. Then I sometimes have to play around a little bit. I think it was mainly because I tried to touch the leather as little as possible, because it's obviously a very light collar. When you wear the bag crossbody and you want to open it, it's a whole different story. It's completely easy and carefree because the weight of the bag kinda helps you with gravity. It just pops open and it's super easy. If you are on the go wearing the bag crossbody, no problem at all opening it up. If it's handheld, it's a little bit more difficult sometimes. Yeah, I think that's already the two little cons that I discovered when it comes to the functionality of the bag. Obviously, we could talk about the collar and the leather as well. This is a very light collar and it's quite a delicate leather. I was quite surprised because Fobe, from where I rented the bag, they always give you a little care card and to tell you about the material and how to care about the bag you got. They say it's smooth leather and uncomplicated, which, well, it is smooth leather, it's snapper leather, but I'm not sure if it's that uncomplicated. The Fendi bag I rented from Fobe had a note that, be careful, it's a very delicate bag. To me personally, this one feels more delicate because of the light collar. The collar is perfect for me. It works with everything. I could not think of a single item, a single collar that this would not look beautiful together with, so I had no trouble at all combining it. It's a very neutral blush beige. The color, I cannot tell you. It's either Rose 1 or Rose 2, because it seems like Fendi put out two quite similar Fendi First colors. Both are called Rose. One seems to be very light with a more pinkish undertone, and one is a tad darker with a more beige undertone. And I would think this is the more beige one, so I think this is Rose 1 by Fendi, but I cannot tell you for sure because I would have to see both bags side to side to tell you for sure. When it comes to the color choice, I absolutely love it look-wise and I absolutely love to combine it as a rented bag. I'm not entirely sure how I would feel if I bought this bag for 2,600 euro, because light color, might get color transfer, might get stains, and obviously if you wear this bag as a clutch, you touch it all the time. Your hands might be as clean as they might be. Over time, I think this bag will show signs of wear and where you touched it, especially on that big handle part. So that's a thing to consider, and I think if you would go for a darker color, it's probably way more carefree. When we talk about the design, I think obviously this is a very special design, a very special shape, and I love about it that it is Fendi, it is luxury, but it does not scream logo luxury in your face. It's more of a, if you know bag. I think everyone who would look at that bag could easily tell this looks like a very high quality, probably expensive bag, but if you are not in that little luxury circle, you could not tell that this F is for Fendi, I guess. It's not just the color that makes this bag very easy to style. I think it's as well the simplicity of it, because yes, it does have an interesting shape, but it's smooth leather. There's no texture to it, there are no logos to it, there's no big print to it. The only design feature is that F, but that rather looks like a piece of jewelry to me than anything that would be hard to style. That aspect of the bag makes it really easy to use, in my opinion. What shall I say? This bag has everything I want in a bag, because I can dress it up, I can dress it down. I wore it to a wedding in a more elegant way, but you can wear it very casual as well. I wore it with a cotton, very loose, casual dress as well, and no matter how I wore that bag, it looked great and it did a great job. I really have a hard time to send it back now. In terms of would I consider to get one myself, actually, this is the first rented bag where I would not completely rule it out, because I quite fell for it. I quite fell for the Fendi First in the small size. Size-wise, capacity-wise, look-wise, styling-wise, this bag ticks a lot of boxes for me. Probably I myself would go for a darker color, even though I love that shade of nude. I love it so much, but I think long term I would be worried what I do to the bag, how careful I have to be with it, and just that you touch it so much, how could it possibly hold up and stay pristine? So that's that. What else can I tell you? When it comes to wear and tear, obviously I cannot give you an in-depth review because I did not have that bag long enough with me to give you a deep dive on that. But since this is a rented bag and it has been used before, I can tell you where there already is some wear on the bag. And let me quickly show you that. We have quite some severe scuffs here on the corner, and I think that entire part of leather the bag can wear there a lot because you grab it all the time and you might bump into things. I think the corners over time might show quite some wear as well because they are more on the sharper side. And actually what I did not notice right away when I unboxed the bag, but later on I will make sure to film a close-up for you, is that there are quite some scratches on the hardware as well. So the hardware might wear as well. That's what I can tell you about wear and tear and what I expect that might happen to the bag. I would be curious if anyone ever had any kind of problems with these little hooks and that mechanism, because if you use them a lot, well, I don't know how stable they are here. That's just a guess that this might be a problem area long terms as well. We talked about the design, we talked about the capacity, what fits. What I completely forgot to mention, because somehow it's just so obvious to me, this is a very structured bag that holds its shape and can stand on its own even if it's completely empty because of the way it is crafted. It has structure, and that's the thing that I didn't like too much at the Fendi baguette bag, which is more of a slouchy bag. So if you prefer structured bags, Fendi First. We talked about wear and tear, and we talked about how much I love that bag and would like to keep it. Do consider to get one for myself in another color. I think that's everything. If there is something else that I did not cover in this video and you are curious about to know about the Fendi First in the small size nappa leather, definitely just ask in the comments. I love to get into a conversation with you. If you own that bag, definitely share your opinion. If you are interested in bag renting and do live in Germany, check out Fobe and use my code LuMi for 60 euro of your first month. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time, and bye. You push it up a little bit, and then you push it up just a little bit. Not that easy to do it when you not see it, so you push it up a little bit.